We are back with another episode of Hangin with Heather. Yay! You guys loved the last episode, and thank you so much for all of the love on the last episode. We got so many good comments, so much good feedback on the whole channel, by the way. The whole channel is lit right now. I'm so happy that you guys love the cooking in the kitchen with me and Bianca, Hanging with Heather. So today we are going to be getting into some really good stuff. I'm going to be you guys real life therapists. Like, I'm really going to throw on my therapist hat today because we have some really deep questions today. So in this episode, we are going to be talking about getting motivated again, getting yourself back, feeling yourself. We got so many advice questions on specifically those. So we're just going to make this whole episode a segment about feeling yourself again and getting your whole groove back. Because if you don't have your groove, honey, everything else around you is just not going to be good. Trust me, I know. So we're going to go ahead and get into some voicemails and some text messages that we received. If you guys want to be featured in our next episode, make sure to text or leave a voicemail at the number down below and let me know what you need advice on. Let's get into a voicemail first. I love starting it off with a voicemail.
Hey, Heather. So first of all, I love your show. Safe to say, you are my favorite podcast right now. Well, I need advice or maybe some type of suggestion. I have been with my significant other or my boyfriend for about 11 years now. We don't have any kids, and I am on the path of getting my master's degree in speech therapy, so I have been a busy girl. However, all that to say is I do really want to get married, but he hasn't asked me yet. A lot of my friends have been getting married before me. They've been together 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. What is your overall belief on marriage? Should I stick this one out? Should I stop bringing it up? What do you think? Thanks, girl.
Why do you want to ask me about marriage advice? Like, honestly, why? Golly, this question is just never going to leave me until I actually get fucking married. But honey, I got engaged too twice. Okay. I'm engaged. You not 11 years and he hasn't asked you to marry him. I would say get the fuck on. I'd be gone. What? So why I'm not married, before y'all get on my head, is that's just my decision. I can get married at any time I want right now, but I do believe in marriage. I did grow up in a Christian home where you'd have to get married before sex, before you live with somebody, all of the stuff. I do believe in that. I did that the total opposite way, but I'm fine with that. I'm cool with it. I'm doing my thing. But if he hasn't asked you to marry him in 11 years and you've been with him for 11 years and you're pressing for it and he doesn't want to marry you, I would say just leave him in the dust, honey, because don't waste another day. Don't waste another year. If you're telling him, expressing to him that you want to get married and he's not actively jumping on that, yeah, no, that's a no for me. All right. Should we read a text or should we do another voicemail? Okay, this is a crazy ass message. It says, how do you feel about being with a guy in jail? Depends on the sentence. And it depends on y'all's history before he goes to jail. For sure. Depends on the history before he goes to jail. Because if y'all have been together for years, yeah, hold him down. I mean, then yeah, you have no choice. Through thick and thin, you have to stay down. See? That's why you better think twice before you get married, because there's a lot of stuff that you got to do in a marriage, honey, that a lot of y'all do not want to do. So make sure you're prepared for that. Next text message says, hey, Heather, what advice would you give a woman in their mid-20s just navigating life, dating, confidence, finances, healing overall, just stepping into your grown woman era and finding yourself? I would say have a ball, do it up, honey. Make sure you're hustling. Make sure you have a goal to work towards. Don't deal with nothing negative. Don't deal with nobody that's going to bring your energy down or that's cheating on you or none of that. Focus on yourself. Do it up. Focus on your body. Focus on your mental health. Treat yourself. Treat yourself good. What? If I didn't have no kids in my 20s, I'd be doing it all the way up. I unfortunately started having kids at 25. Well, I got pregnant at 24. I had my first kid at 25. And that does stop all of your self-care. Like my self-care went down to zero, and self-care is so important to take care of yourself, because I've said this in the past, like I've said this before, if you're not together and yourself is not together, everything around you is just going to be shit. So you have to make sure that you're strong, your mind is strong, mind, body, soul, everything is strong, and then everything around you will start flourishing. So focus on yourself, go into that grown woman era, make sure your credit's good. Yeah, do it up. All right. Next text message says, Heather, I've been following you for years and loved seeing your weight loss journey. I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now, so I'm trying to make a change. My issue is not working out. I can push through that. It's the food. I feel like healthy eating, meal prepping gets boring quick. How'd you push through? Did you calorie count, keto, decrease portions? Help. Yeah, you have to stop eating. Literally, I hate to say it, but you have to stop eating. Make sure your portion control is on point. Eat on a small saucer plate, drink a glass of water, like really make sure that you try, because it really is all about the food. I've done it before. I'll go to the gym and I'll work out and I'm just not losing no weight, but it's because I'm eating hot Cheetos, I'm drinking Cokes, I'm doing all this stuff that I'm not supposed to do. So I'm just cheating myself, and it's never... Like, you cannot work out as much as a bag of chips and a Coke is. Like, how many calories that is, you can't fight that. You can't beat that. So you might as well just not eat it. It's all a mind thing too. It's like you want to chew on something, you want to eat something, and you just pick it up because it's around you. So make sure you have good, healthy snacks around you. So when you do want to pick up and you do want to eat or crunch or do something, you have something healthy in front of you. But portion control, I would say, is the most important, and just trying to make healthier options and try to eat healthier options, because if you keep eating the same and you just keep working out, your body will never change. Trust me, I know. And that's the lazy part about it. It's like you're doing the hard part, but really the hard part is the food. And once you can do that, once you can conquer that and get that in your mind, the pounds will just start dropping off. Next question says, hi Heather, how do you stay youthful like we get older and have children? How do you avoid aging out and feeling like you're too old for the new trends? I don't know. I still feel like I'm 25. I don't feel like I'm old. I don't want to get old. I still feel like I'm young and that I'm going to know what's cool forever, and I'm just going to be trendy forever. And I want to grow with the times, and I'm making sure I'm on the newest stuff like TikTok or Snapchat. Whatever's new, I'm making sure I'm on it. I'll learn it. You can't get old. If you get old, I feel like that's just what people want to do. Like, I'll see people from my high school on like Facebook and stuff, and I'm like, what are you wearing? And like, what are you doing? Why you look like this? Or y'all look old, and we're not even old. Like, I'm 34 years old and y'all are acting like y'all are out here 60, just working a regular job, wearing like weird regular clothes, not doing your hair, not doing your makeup. It's crazy. I'm like, oh no, I'll never be like that. I'm trying to stay young as long as I can, because when you really get old, you're not going to be able to duck that. So right now, you don't know how old I am. I could be in my 20s. Do I look like I'm in my 20s? I could pass for like 27 for sure. Right? Like, what? I'm 27. When you can't find motivation to change your lifestyle, I just feel like you have to want the change, and you have to be accepting to the change, and you have to work towards that change. I've always just wanted to change since I graduated high school and I got my first job. I'm like, this is not what life is supposed to be, and this is not what I'm about to do. So I just, every day I was trying to do something, trying to be in the mix, trying to go to a club. Like, I was doing all the wrong stuff. I was going to the club, trying to be in music videos, trying to be in photo shoots. I'm like, well, this life is funner than the other one that I'm doing over here. So if I can make money this way, I'm going to do it. But you have to want that change, and you have to work towards something, and you really have to manifest it, and you really have to go for it. And you could have the life that you want. You really could. All right. So we're going to get into some voicemails. We're going to go back to the voicemails. Let's see what we got.
My question is to you, Heather. I'm 25 years old and shit. I work a lot. I got my girl and shit, my kids. My daughter's like 8 months, just made 8 months. And I'm just, I guess I'm at a stage kind of having a hard time and shit, trying to balance everything. Because, I do work a lot. And sometimes, my girl, wants more of my time, and it is hard and shit. And it's times, I feel like I'm just not in terms of like, where I really want to be at in life. I'm working and shit, maintaining, getting my bread, whatever. But it's like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like I'm not where I want to be. But I know, I'm trying my best. I'm a good person and shit. Great father, great boyfriend. But like, I guess my question is like, how do you and T-Rail like cope with that? You feel me, or deal with that and trying to maintain and be there for each other and busy and shit.
Okay, so this young man is 25 years old, and he says he works a lot, and he has an 8-month-old baby, and he has a girl, and he's just trying to stay positive. He wants more out of life. He's trying to stay positive and have the relationship stay fresh is what I got from that. So work hard, keep working hard. And if she has a problem with you working hard, which he didn't say, but if the spouse ever has a problem with you working hard and not having enough time for them, that's just a red flag to me, because I like my man to work hard. Okay, work hard, and then we'll find the time to do whatever we need to do. But first work hard. So keep doing that. That's good. Take care of your family, enjoy your new baby, but also you have to make some type of time for your girl. So whether it's going out after work or before work or just spending time together at the house, you don't even have to go out. Like, it's just easy to just make sure that you're there for your spouse, because you guys are young. So you still have to have fun. You can't just be working all day and just having a kid and then just life is over. You're only 25 years old. So you still have to have fun. Get that babysitter, go do something. You work so hard. Like, for what? You have to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You have to take a break. It is needed. But I feel you with the working hard and wanting more out of life, because I find myself not enjoying my life or my kids sometimes because I just always want to work. And I felt like there was a point in time in my life where it was just like, okay, now you have to stop working. You have to slow down. You have to take care of your kids. And that was after my postpartum. And that's when I just like, everything was just like shut down, and I had to like focus on myself and my family and stuff like that. And it's like, Heather, you don't have to work all the time. So make sure you're enjoying your life. Make sure you're enjoying your life. Hey, Heather, I love you and Terrell. Congrats on the show. I need some advice. I like this girl, but she done switched up on me. Did some shady shit, but still love her, but hold some grudge against her. What should I do? If you're holding a grudge against her, cut it short. Because if you can't get over it and you can't grow past it, don't take her through that. Don't take her through your weird like attitudes, or like your no talking spells, or you're thinking about it like and you just can't get over it and you're acting funny towards her and she doesn't know why and you don't want to explain it. Like, no, save it. If she did something and you can't trust her again, or you can't accept her apology, or whatever the case, I would just say drop her. Just leave her alone, because it's never going to get better. All right, next question says, if you've been with someone for a long time, is it better to stay together and work it out, or is it better to just leave? With this era is so full of non-relationship people, so I feel like if you have something solid and it's been that way for almost 10 years, it's better to just work whatever issues you have out, because it's nothing better out there. Right? Now, am I true? Yes, that is very true. I believe that too. So I saw this quote that says, the grass is not always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. And I truly believe in that, for sure. I have been in my relationship for 14 years. It sounds crazy. And there are days where I'm like, bye, I'm gone. And then I'm like, where am I going to go? I'm going to have to start over. The issues that we have, why I say I'm leaving, is just not even that serious. We could get over it. We could talk it out. Communication is key. That's why I heard he was talking about me on his little show today, My sister had to take me in the bathroom and inform me what he was talking about on his little show today. Talking about, because he was like, "Oh, you can leave, you can this, you can do that." No, he doesn't want me to leave. So might as well water your grass where it's green, or water your grass till it's green. Work on that if you love that person. If you love that person, and if you think the person is worth it. But if it's not, then move on fast. Get out of there. Don't waste another second. For sure. Okay. Let me go back to voicemails. Okay. Next voicemail.
Hey, Heather. This is Navi from San Francisco. I'm such a huge fan of you and your hustle. I'm just so inspired by you. Everything from Sorella to having money for nails. As a business owner and entrepreneur myself, what inspires you to just keep the hustle going? What is it about you hustling and getting money that just makes you want to just keep doing it? I get you have a family and loved ones and all this stuff going on, but all that aside, what really, really motivates you? Like, what deep down inside keeps that fire lit? Love you, hubby. Love you so much. Have a great day.
Oh, that was so sweet. I love you too. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I have to figure out what to call you guys. My fans, my supporters, my callers. Like, let's figure out a name that we can name ourselves. What I can name you guys, because that is so sweet. I love that I can motivate you. I love that you even want to call and just send me all of those kind words. I really, really do. So what keeps me motivated? So for sure, my family, and just like people like you, just seeing, like, noticing the hustle, noticing the hard work, and just like being able to motivate people and that I don't even know and that I've never even spoke to, and they can just feel it and they can just see it. That really makes me want to keep going, because there has been times where I've been wanting to give up and I just want to, shut down. But you guys really do keep me going, my kids, and just all of the positive that comes out of hustling. Like, nothing bad is ever going to come out of work. Like, it never is. So it's just always positive. And it just makes me feel good. And I just also used to watch my dad. My dad is like the ultimate hustler. He had so many jobs. My mom too. But I feel like I mostly looked up to my dad, and he just had so many jobs. He would always be working. He never had a break. Saturday, Sunday, he would always work. He worked like 3 different jobs during the week. He was crazy and just always stayed busy. And I feel like if you're always busy, that's less time to be sad. That's less time to be in drama. It's just, if you're always busy focusing on yourself to better your life, it's eventually just going to happen. That was a good question. Okay, next question. Hi, Heather. I love you and your show. Thank you. She said, I've literally been following your career for years. I'm an Aquarius too, so I understand that showing affection can feel gross and uncomfortable. Anyway, I've been dating my boyfriend for 2.5 years. I'm 27. He's 33. He has a tattoo of his ex name from over 10 years ago. I love him, but if he tries to propose to me while he still has the tattoo, I'll say no. Is that petty? He doesn't have to get it removed because I know tattoo removals hurt, but I would like for him to cover it up with anything. I'm not asking for him to cover it up with my name. Thoughts? I feel like tattoos are just like a memory of somebody's life, like a point in somebody's life. And at the time, if they wanted that tattoo, that was their decision. That's what it is. I don't feel like that tattoo has like so much meaning behind it, and they still love this person and they have the tattoo like still on them. I feel like people can still have people's name tattooed on them and still be over them. Because Terrell definitely still has his baby mama's tattooed on him, and I never pressed him to cover it up. I'm just like, whatever, that was part of his life. That's what he wanted to put on his body. So if he asks you to marry him and the tattoo's still there, say yes, but also just say, hey, it would make me feel way better if you went and got that covered up with something. Okay, next question. Hey, Heavy, I'm excited for this new adventure for you. I'm an upcoming hairstylist. What advice would you give to market myself more here in LA? So I get this question a lot. But how to market yourself as a hairstylist? I would say try to reach out to your favorite influencers, celebrities, whatever. Try to offer them a free hairstyle. Try to reach out to companies, see if they need hairstylists for their shoots. If you want to work at a salon, go to the top salons in Beverly Hills. Try to get a job. Try to go where the money's at, because hairstylists are making money out here. Don't lowball yourself. Go to the top of the top. Try to get the job, and just put yourself out there. Let people know that you're ready to work, because in LA, you really don't even have to be that great. You just have to know how to do a little something and be available for real. If you're available, you're good. Okay, next question. Hey, Heather girl, I'm going to shout out my IG before I get into my question. I'm done with her. Her Instagram name, because she wants to let everybody know, is Get Some Mari. GETTSUMARII. She said, so me and my bestie fell out recently. We were roommates. For the first time, I could tell that our friendship was changing since we moved in together. So moral of the story, we ended up getting into a physical altercation due to words being exchanged from both of us. Tell her, trying to sound professional. Due to words being exchanged, we got into a physical altercation. Girl. She said, I miss her. That's a good friend of mine, one of my only friends, but I'm still a little nervous to reach out. What should I do? Let's see what she's doing on her story. Girl, why are you fighting your roommate? We're trying to call you and figure it out. I've never called anybody on Instagram before, but we're going to call you, Get Some Mari. We got to figure out why you had a physical altercation with your roommate and you socked her out. She's DMing me. I can give her this number. Call this number. Okay, so we DM'd Get Some Mari, okay? Her name is MILF Mari, all right? I said, hey, we're trying to call you on Safetosay, and I gave her the number, so we're going to see if she calls us back, because we're trying to get the scoop on this physical altercation that she had with her roommate, because I'm trying to figure out what happened. If you want to reach out to your friend and you feel like you got into it over something stupid, reach out to her. But I just don't know if I could be friends with anybody I got into a physical altercation with. Like, we're done for. You put your hands on me, it's over with. Like, you're that mad. Y'all should never have been able to get that mad. But roommates will do it too. I don't know. I've never had a roommate, but I've heard horror roommate stories. So I know a roommate can really press you, and it's bottled up energy. So when you explode, you just explode. But if you feel like y'all are really true friends and like you miss her and like you need her in your life, yeah, reach out to her, or just even reach out to her and apologize and just say like, hey, like, hope we can move past it or whatever. But I'm not being nobody's friend that socks me in my face, period. All right, so we tried calling her. She is not answering us right now. She's probably freaking out. I don't know. She's like, what the fuck is Heather DMing me? We're trying to figure out the scoop, so hopefully she calls us back. I gave her this number, but we're gonna move on to the next text message. Says, all right, Heather, hope all is well. I wanted to get some advice because right now I'm going through a phase in life where I feel stuck. I'm stuck and I don't know what my next moves are. What should I be doing to get where I want to be? Sometimes it doesn't even feel like I know what I really want out of life. I'm just blank. My focus seems to be more on me getting over emotional trauma, and I just feel blank. Yeah. You have to work on yourself. You have to really tap into yourself. And I was just telling my sister, I was like, you have to deep dive into like a different mental space in your head, and you have to get past like what you regularly think, and you have to really get to know yourself and who you are, and meditate and really figure out what you want in life and try and go for it and make it happen and do something towards that goal every single day, and wake up and repeat and do it again. I remember when I wanted something so bad, I would literally, I would cry, I would be happy, I would be my greatest times in life, my lowest times in life. I would meditate. I would like go out on walks. I would just sit by myself. Like you just do crazy stuff to tap into a different level of yourself that you've never been in. And once you get there, you'll be like, okay, I really want to stay here and I really like how this feels. And you'll keep doing that until one day that's just your life and this is just what you do every day. And you know exactly what you want out of life and you know exactly what you have to do to get it. But feeling stuck is normal and not knowing what to do is normal, and just being in a dark space is normal to everybody. But you really have to pull yourself out of that dark space if you really want it. Or you could just keep feeling sorry for yourself and be in the same spot in life and just not do anything. And you're just always going to be depressed, covering it up with alcohol, covering it up with drugs, whatever you're masking it with to go to your next day. Or you can step out of your comfort zone, tap into a different level of yourself, and get what you really want out of life, because we're not here for a long time. So you really have to make sure that you enjoy every fucking moment of it and that you're living your life to the fullest, whatever it may be. Start small though, and just work on something every single day until it becomes a normal thing. Give yourself a new goal, even if it's small, even if it's just getting out of bed or cleaning your room or whatever the case it may be. Work towards something every day until it just becomes regular. All right, let's get into the next voicemail. There's a lot.
What's up?
Damn. Somebody's kid. He said, what the? Boom, boom, boom. That's funny.
Hey, Heather. Girl, I need some advice. What should I do about a man who can't quite finish? Like, girl, he is a provider. He has all the things going on. He's very nasty. I'm very turned on. But he can't finish the job. He doesn't have the equipment. He doesn't have the stamina. What should I do in today's economy?
Not in today's economy. In today's dick economy. What should I do? She said that he has a total package. He's nasty. He's all the shit. But he just can't finish the job. He doesn't have enough stamina. I'm guessing he ends early. I don't know. But she's like, he ain't cutting it. You're just I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to get out the toy or something. He's going to have to get out the toy. He's going to have to figure out something else to do to make sure that you are pleased as well. Because if you're not pleased, that's no fun at all. Don't live your life like that, honey. All right, next question.
Hey, Heather. So my name is G, and long story short, I've been dealing with someone for over a year and a few months. And he's 32. I'm 24. And I just feel like he hasn't really made the next initiative to take like our situation further. And I just wanted to know, like, what do you feel about that? Because my feelings, like, I'm all in and I'm just dealing with him. But it's like on his end, I'm just not too sure. And it's been a little rocky, but it's just like the feelings that I have for him and the vibe that we have for each other. It's so good and it feels so genuine. But it's just like, I'm tired of the games, girl, and I don't know what to do. So I would love to hear your advice and your opinion on the situation. Well, love you, and you're back.
Love you too, girl. If your man is not trying to take the next step with you, like I told old girl in the beginning, somebody else asked this question, move on. If he's interested in you, well, y'all are good. But if he's interested in going to the next stage in life with you, he'll let you know that, and he'll make those steps to go into the next stage of life with you. If he's not that interested in you, honey. I hate to break it to you. Or he's just young. I don't know. But I feel like you at least have to let me know, like, plans for the future. Like, what are we doing together? I'm sorry, but if I get into a relationship, you have to want to marry me. You want to have kids with me. I am the girl that you're taking home to your mama. It ain't nothing less with me. That's just the type of girl that I am. That's how I'm always going to show up to be. And if anybody wants to treat me less than that, they're not the one for me. Okay. So, do you have any tips on how to step your content up? I gained a little too much happy weight, laugh out loud. And at times I don't recognize myself in the mirror or on camera. And it's frustrating because my weight fluctuates a lot. Any advice on how to feel confident and not care about other opinions? Thanks. I know how that feels because you are not your best content self unless you feel your best. So gaining those couple of pounds, honey, go try to get them off so you can be the best content creator that you could be, because it's so important on how you feel to produce good content. But you can also go through every phase of your life. Like I've went through every phase of my life. I've made content at my fattest. I've literally gone viral at my hugest time, even though that wasn't content that I was producing on my own, but I still went viral. And yeah, that was actually the video where I'm like, no, I have to lose weight. I have to do something. Like there's no way I could be this big out here. So, but, I mean, yeah, go create your content. Don't let the weight stop you, but make sure you get it off too, because when you're your best self, you'll produce that best content. So keep going, girl. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and close out this episode of Hangin' with Heather. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope my advice helped. If you want to be featured in the next episode of Hangin' with Heather and you need any advice, make sure to text the number or leave a voicemail at the bottom of the screen. Y'all, and don't be scared to leave me some crazy questions. Bring me some unique, juicy, crazy, fun questions, okay? I'm getting a lot of the same questions, and it's hard for me to do these little episodes, okay? Thank you to everybody who called in, left a voicemail, or sent a text message. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back next time. Bye.